echelon. Who? Young, Lacy, Miles, and Phil. Just some dapper duns having fun while speaking on the real. Ayy, real spill. Get your news here. Yeah, we top tier and we ain't got no fear. Hey, what you wanna see? We gon' be on your TV. Catch us Monday back to Monday, bringing news right to your seat. And you know how it be. Yeah, you know how it be. Catch us Monday with the live. We've been prepping since like 5. Or just catch us on the podcast. You'll find it a real surprise. Cause it's real spill, real deal. Knock out Holyfield. There's no kill bill. Get real, we really on the field. Blood, sweat, and tears steady spill as we make the real. And no blocking shots. We always hot like Harden with the steel.
Hey, Phil, the marshmallows still gonna swell up, right?
We still talking about these marshmallows?
We still talking about it.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
We gonna hear about it.
We're not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
Hey, guys. Settle down. Let's save it for the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Real Spill 601, your favorite sports show. You have me, your host, Yuan Nichols. Got the regular crew, man. Real Spill Phil to my left.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Larry Legend to my right.
Deon Lesson, Eric Young, Jordan.
We here with it, guys. We here. A little quick break, man. Spring break. A little spring break type vibes, man.
Hope everybody enjoyed
their break, man. I hope y'all good.
Hey, man, I really enjoyed my weekend, man. I really did. Did y'all guys did?
I think I took full advantage of my break.
Same.
I think I took full advantage.
Same. Hey, man, shout out to 12 Dope. We 5 years in. I had to make that shout out.
We got some stuff to talk about, guys. We gotta get down to the nitty gritty right here. I think get down to the nitty gritty right here. You say what now?
Keep it pure and 100 on this right here, man.
Always real spill.
Right.
You know? Gotta keep it real now. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into it. Starting with the association. The NBA has concluded with their investigation on Memphis guard Ja Morant. The NBA ultimately gave Ja Morant an 8-game suspension. Ja Morant was away from the team for 6 games already, and the NBA decided to count those games upon his suspension, leaving him only 2 games to spare. Ja was actually able to play this past game, but will be activated this upcoming Wednesday as they play the Clippers. I want to ask you guys, did the NBA handle this situation correctly?
Man, did they handle this correctly? I gotta keep it professional. No, I don't think they did. I think to Ja Morant, this was a slap on the wrist, or more of a when you get in trouble and your parents I can't just say everybody's parents, but somebody's parents might have told them like it's okay.
They gave you talking, not the whooping. No,
it's okay. Just don't do it next time. That's what I feel like happened with this situation with Ja Morant in the NBA. I think they tried to blow it up to make it go public to where they looking at Ja Morant bad. And granted, he did lose the money with the Powerade, and he might lose more. But I still feel that Ja Morant, on what he's getting paid, it didn't really faze him. I think that slap on the wrist, he might have took it as okay, they let me off with this. I might could get away with it again. But on the NBA side of things, in situations like this, you have to dead it the first time. You need to make an example. It doesn't matter who it is. And I know to the NBA, Ja Morant, he's making the NBA some money. Mm-hmm. So in one way, I can't see how you can understand that the NBA kind of look down on what happened, but at the end of the day, it's a business,
right? And
these guys they're paid to play the game, and there's a certain way you have to act. So when you don't follow the rules, the NBA needs to enforce those rules,
right,
to the full capacity, so they can understand the first time,
right.
So that time away from the game, you'll realize I shouldn't have did that, and I won't do it again. Mm-hmm. I become better afterwards,
right?
Because now off what he just did last night when he talking about parading my city.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that tell you?
Hold up, he do that after every win.
No,
the whole team said it.
No.
What song does that come from?
Okay, but
No, for the viewers. We're talking.
it's a young boy song, but he didn't say nothing bad. It's just a
What
parade
is that
inside the
song?
city.
What is that song? What is that song? What's the message?
Fresh Prince of Utah. That's the name of the song.
What's basically the song saying though? Like it.
I mean, he's in his house, halfway home. It's just a parade inside his halfway home.
Okay.
It's telling the story basically.
What I'm saying is, Ja Morant is a professional and he needs to act like one. Okay, it's a parade inside my city. That ain't acting like
It's a parade inside Memphis,
No,
inside the
that's
FedEx Forum at the end of the win. I mean,
And that's what got him in that, having a parade inside his city.
Right, but I think I didn't risk my case.
but it only happens when he win though, so they don't say it when they lose. But anyway, I'm gonna agree with you, Phil. I feel like it was a slap in the wrist, and hopefully he can learn from his lesson, and he know he's on thin ice. It needs be to say, because Adam Silver, he kind of taking it light because he know he's a marketing man, and Ja's is one of the faces in the NBA. And if I'm Ja Morant right now, it's time to ball. You didn't got over everything that's happened to you, the suspensions. Hopefully the little childish fronts you done been doing over the past months. It's time to play some ball and trying to get Memphis into that championship mindset or Western Conference mindset and win some games. They've been 6-3 since his absence,
Right.
And they on a winning streak right now. And hopefully, they play Houston tomorrow. Ja Morant get his feet wet and see is he a little rusty or he's gonna come out hot. But if I'm Taylor Jenkins, I keep this stuff riding, man. With Tyus Jones, he been balling. Jaren Jackson Jr. finally is scoring and acting like the number 2 superstar on the team. Mm-hmm. Even though Desmond Bain slowly decreased a little bit, Dylan Brooks is playing some nice ball right now. But this is a good team, and tomorrow a good test in a subpar team in the Rockets for to see what Ja Morant is capable of and how he gonna come back after all these trials and tribulations he's been going through. But if I'm Ja Morant, stay out of trouble, man. You making so much money, so many kids looking up to you, and you have all this money on the table, and you don't lose on no foolishness, man. I hope you can keep the right people in your circle, and I hope you can abide by your parents and listen to what they have to say, or any advice NBA legend or anybody's giving you, and take this criticism respectfully, man. And the sky can be the limit, but it can also be your downfall if you let it come to you. But I'm ready to see what these Memphis Grizzlies gonna be about, man. It's almost playoff time, man. Dylan Brooks is just stirring the pot up, like you say, Phil. They're stirring the pot up for these teams, and now your head honcho back. It's time to ball. So I let Yuan take care of what you have to say.
Did the NBA handle this correctly? I'm gonna agree with both you guys. I'm gonna say no. I don't think that they handled it correctly. You used the analogy of basically like your parent talking to you, but I'm gonna go a little different, kind of, sort of. I feel like it's still a parent-child analogy, but I feel like what they did was because they gave him an 8-game suspension, but they allowed the 6 games that he had been away to count a part of that suspension. So to me, I looked at it as like this: you get in trouble in school. Say you get in trouble in school. Mm-hmm. You know you're gonna get in trouble for. Right. You already told your parents, so you soak around the house, you don't really do too much, you don't play around, you probably eat your food, take a shower, to go ahead and get in bed real early. You just kind of like you punishing yourself.
Right.
I don't know about everybody else.
We get the bill.
But I know my people, they came into the room while I'm sleeping and woke me up.
Right.
I still get the full extent of my punishment.
You nervous when your dad get home because you know what time it is.
Just because I got in the bed early and all that don't mean nothing.
Right. Take a shower.
Right.
Ate your food. Wash dishes.
That's just kind of how I felt. I felt as if they let, he's in the bed, he's sad, all that.
He feel bad.
We go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, he feel bad. So
that ain't happening over in the Nichols family. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there now. Now, as far as this goes, though, first point, the gun was found inconclusive. That's the first point. And what I'm trying to understand though is this: how was the gun found inconclusive? Where else could he have gotten the gun from? Let's be real. And I stated this last time. You can't purchase a gun in that state without being a resident of the city. We clearly know he's not a resident of that city. You had to fly out there. They didn't drive a team bus. None of that. They flew out there. I know for a fact. I feel very confident in saying though that his that it was from his homeboy driving all the way out from Memphis all the way out there.
Somebody had to drive though. I
don't know.
Well, if that were the case, then they would have concluded that someone had brought the gun. Though
you right.
It's not inconclusive.
Well, all he said was it wasn't his.
Yeah, that's not inconclusive though.
Whose gun?
That's not inconclusive. That's conclusive. Right. They concluded that someone else brought the weapon over there.
Right.
That's still not inconclusive. So that right there is already kind of bring my eye up. Like, what's inconclusive about that?
Somebody good.
I'm about 95% sure he brought the gun on the facility, brought the gun onto the team plane, and brought the gun out when they were in Denver. Mm-hmm. So I mean, and my thing is,
but they had to go through a metal detector though.
I really don't want to hear that because Gilbert Arenas was still able to bring multiple weapons into a team facility. So that metal detector stuff don't really mean
they
nothing.
letting them walk right through.
And at the end of the day, though, it still was a weapon. And just like I just said with Gilbert Arenas, he got hit with 66 games. 8 games plus letting the suspension already be taken part of from the moment that he stepped away. That's not that. I don't think that's the right corrective action to do on this situation.
Well, then again, Memphis played smart again. They went ahead and decided to lead the team to further notice.
Just because they played it smart don't mean it's right. That still don't mean it's right. You could be sneaky and still get away with it. Don't mean it's right. So at the end of the day, it wasn't right. They didn't give him the right amount of games. I honestly think he should have been suspended for the rest of the season. I hate to be that guy, but Ja Morant should have been suspended for the rest of the season.
Wow.
First off, the team had a meeting because of his actions before. Steven Adams had to get the whole team together the night before the Denver, Colorado game to talk about team character on the road.
Right.
What that is, what Ja is doing on the road, and that's why he plays piss poor on the road. Look at the numbers. So I don't understand the whole purpose of them just giving him 8 games. Like Phil said, that was a slap on the wrist. It basically gave his mindset that he can still do it. He claimed that he got help out and went to Florida, which he checked in for about I think 3 to 4 days, which I don't think really gives you the correct help and proper corrective action and counseling that you need. 3 to 4 days. If it's and he said it's not an alcohol problem, but I'm just putting it as an example. An alcohol addiction, a drug addiction. If you have any people that has those addictions, you send them to go over to rehab. You're not convinced they come back out of there in 3 or 4 days.
You're doing at least 8 weeks.
They coming there in 3 or 4 days.
He ain't get checked out right.
Nah. What should have been done, he should have been saying, I'm instead of checking out, I am continuing to get help over this situation. In the interview, I feel like all those answers were PR related, that his team worked with him on all those answers. Because I don't think any of that, what he said was true in any of those answers. Some people said the interview was great, but I think I read right through all those lines. All those were generic answers, everything that he said. At the end of the day, I feel like that he didn't really take the situation I don't think he took the situation seriously. Even from the demeanor that he had when he came onto the court. I just don't think he took the situation seriously enough. And then this kind of last but not least with that is yes, he lost power rate. And I want to say I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to still be that guy. Why? The only reason I think Nike decided to stick with him is because they lost their highest marketing shoe collector, current shoe collector in Kyrie Irving. And my thing is, why they didn't keep the same energy they gave Kyrie Irving to Ja Morant? Kyrie Irving, yes, it was anti-Semitic comments, but this guy's promoting gun violence, and that's fine.
Right.
That's all it is about the bread. That's all it was. That's all it was talking about with this. And when it comes to Nike, they decided to keep him over promoting guns and violence. But when it came to Kyrie Irving on not even reciting the actual quotes of anti-Semitic comments, but just posting a book, they used that as promotion to use them to cancel his contract. Yes, I know they probably butted heads here and there, but if we talking dollars, Kyrie Irving was the highest marketing athlete, Nike shoe athlete, actively. the younger generation flocked to him, and on both races flocked to him when it came to Kyrie Irving in his shoes. The only reason why I feel like they kept Ja Morant is because Kyrie Irving is not there yet, and they cannot afford to continue to lose.
Get that young
marketing athletes. But in my opinion, Kyrie's shoes still would have sold way more than Ja Morant's shoes.
Ja Morant's shoes ain't came out yet.
And even if he still does though, Kyrie, I'm telling you, the Kyries were still the most prominent shoe. Kids are still buying them to this day. It's not, and that's the thing when it comes to the shoe market. I would tell you, I know. It's the younger generation that's the marketing part. It's not the older, not the teenage, not the middle age. It's the younger age. If you get the younger age, that's where the marketing comes from, where you take off, and that's where Kyrie won it over. But I think Nike treated this unfair. They should have dropped him. It should have dropped him, just like Powerade did, and the NBA should suspend him for the rest of the season.
Well,
that's how I feel like you put it on him. You put it on him, and he really know this is for real.
But
this is like it's a joke.
He has to know that he messed up. It's like they letting him know, like, it's okay, you good, we're gonna push it over, we just gotta blow it up, because that's what they gonna do. Social media gonna blow it up. They're gonna blow the situation up every time.
Coach necessarily didn't drop Ja Morant, they just put him on hold.
That's even worse too.
Just put him on hold.
I feel like either way, without it being fully taken away or contract broken, because in those contracts you on that signature you do know there's a character clause on those contracts.
Yeah,
there's a character clause. That's on the even in the contracts that you signed today. There's a character clause on there. So he breached his contract in all those contracts when he decided to wave around a gun, even though he wasn't even holding it like it was a real gun. Right. But he a thug. Man, I'm sorry, but I just don't. I really feel like this situation. This is the reason why the younger generation is going to where they are going. We like to play around and sweep stuff like this under the rug, but it's guys like this and representation like this what leads the younger generation that believe that they can do whatever and get away with whatever. Right. That's why things are like the way they are in our surrounding city and others parts. Because these younger generations, I see it from time to time. They believe they can do whatever they want and get away with it. Yes. And this is the exact example of why they think it's like that.
But they can't. Yes. They can't though. They too many people can't do that.
It ain't gonna stop them from trying. They in juvenile potential.
But it still doesn't break it though. When it comes to these type of things, when you have like NBA YoungBoy where he had like 3 cases and got out all of them scot free, and you have guys like that, and then you have certain guys
who still locked up.
Guys think these younger generations think that they can do whatever and all they can, and they don't. And there are no consequences. They do not think there is consequences to any of these actions because they see guys like that, even though they do not know that these guys, the way that they move, are not able to be conducive to how they move because they are in 2 different types of life circles. Right. But they think that there's a connectivity that if they're able to do it, that they can do it. And I'm telling you this not from just a thought process. I see it on a regular basis. I'm telling you, that's the way that they think. And I think that this is a prime reason why that is that way. Like, that's why I think this is a very huge and big deal. This isn't nothing to sweep under the rug and think that this is just ha he and kiki about it. Mm-hmm. This is actually serious stuff. Mm-hmm. But later down the line, not even just NBA wide, this is gonna come back to bite. Overall, later down the line, when the younger generation is uncontrollable, these are one of the reasons why we laying the framework down for this, and we'll have to try to find a way to fix it later on. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, though, and I also just feel like fair treatment was not involved in this at all. I believe if it was a regular role type player or something like that, I think that they're seeing the whole season. I don't think there's no doubt in my mind that they're not seeing the whole season. I believe that if there wasn't a star like that, and then also I feel like I don't even think it was dealing with marketing. I believe that the reason why it maybe cut short is because the West is wide open, and they feel like to keep the playoffs fully interested in every round, keep Ja on the court. So I think that's the only reason why, even though, as I've always stated, the Grizzlies play better without Ja Morant in basketball.
Lose too much money.
But just real quick to get on that basketball point though, the Grizzlies clock is ticking though, guys. This young core, let's be real now. If they get knocked out this year and it doesn't really look like there's any progress into it, some guys got to get moved. So, I'm being for real. Some guys got to get moved. As Phil, he's seen a young core with all-star talent. Guys got to start
If
getting moved.
If Dylan Brooks get moved, they can get Draymond for less money.
You cannot tell me keeping the same team next year, if they don't go nowhere, is going to conduce you to a championship. I don't see you.
I can tell you right now, the Grizzlies will not make it to the Western Conference
I don't see it either.
Y'all might not even make it to the second round.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Okay.
And then you say Draymond?
Yeah, no.
Dylan Brooks?
That's a terrible trade.
Dylan Brooks better than Draymond, bro.
I mean,
they both streaky, but Dylan Brooks can shoot better.
He's just younger. That's the only reason I'm saying.
Draymond ain't gonna cut it for the Grizzlies.
I mean, it's veteran presence though. That actually might help him though. But the clock is ticking on them though. Like that little honeymoon stage is over for Ja Morant too. After this season, it's time to start seeing what are you gonna do for real. The oohs and ahs and the highlights when to start going away. It's time to start seeing can you be conducive to winning. I'm being for real.
This is second year in a row they finished first and second place in the Western Conference.
Okay, so answer this question to me. When James Harden was with the Houston Rockets and he kept finishing second, was there never pressure? They ever talk about him not winning a championship?
Yeah, pressure.
So what are we talking about?
But CP3 didn't deliver.
Okay, but I'm saying though, did you or did you not? No, hold on. Did you or did you not hear?
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, they criticize him.
Okay, if you the lead guy. Basically, just winning MVP.
They said that about Damian Lillard. Look at him. He finally won out.
No,
he ain't saying it, but he won out.
He don't want out. He signed up for. He already got what he signed up for.
He signed up for.
He's set to make $58 million next year. He know what he signed up for. He's talking about not playing for the rest of the season. That's what he was talking about.
The Lakers can pay him more.
No, they can't pay him more. The Lakers can't pay him more. The contract that he signed is only conducive to the Trailblazers. He got the 5-year max extension. But that's a whole other topic. After the break, we're going to talk about Lamar Jackson and his contract struggles.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
With so much going on day to day, we lose track of what's important. Sometimes we get lost, we lose ourselves, and we forget that our personal care is important. Self-care is checking in on our physical and mental health and making sure we are using and putting good things into our bodies. It's when we take time, real time, to connect ourselves back to a beautiful, healthier, happier you. Join me and an expert lineup of speakers on April 1st as we teach you the real meaning of self-care. This will be an empowering and enlightening time to help you get and stay in tune with yourself. Invite a friend, invest in yourself, and let's all learn the true meaning of self-care. You need it, you deserve it. I can't wait to see you transform from the inside out.
Welcome back, everybody. Going to the Shield. Lamar Jackson is yet to sign his franchise tag tender from the Baltimore Ravens. The tag is a non-exclusive tag. Basically, this meaning that a team can match the offer and offer him a deal. They will have to give up 2 first-round picks with it, or if they give out a deal, the Ravens can match that. But Lamar is yet to sign that non-exclusive franchise tag tender. There has been no reports of any other team to be interested in giving him a contract. The report is also still that he's asking for fully guaranteed. Recently, earlier today, it just came out that some sources are saying that it possibly not be fully guaranteed. But I do want to ask you guys, for no teams offering Lamar Jackson a fully guaranteed or long contract so far, do you feel like that the NFL is doing Lamar Jackson a disservice?
I feel like they cheating Lamar Jackson. Let's just be real. He's a former MVP, a former first rounder, and he's getting treated like a subpar quarterback in this league. He's capable to win games. He's capable to take your team to the postseason, and he finally won a postseason game. Why he's not getting paid? Why he's not getting his money? Why is the Baltimore Ravens being tight with giving Lamar a subpar deal? Give this man what he wants. He deserved it. I mean, he deserved it. All these guys getting.
I'm not trying to. Are you saying that he just deserves to get paid? Or are you saying he deserves? Because if he's wanting a fully guaranteed, do you think he deserves a fully guaranteed contract?
The fully guaranteed, I suspect he should get paid close to the full guarantee that he wants.
The first report was that he wanted fully guaranteed, and he wanted north of the Deshaun Watson deal. So that's like $250 guaranteed.
If I'm Lamar, I have to take it down a little bit, at least $233 million, around that range. Or if it could be a couple incentives to get to that $250, he should earn it.
But you at least are around $200 million guaranteed.
$230. That's what I feel like he's
fully
guaranteed. $230. He wants $250. He should get $230 with some incentives to get that $250 and earn it. Continue to prove these guys wrong, and your guy, especially Phil, no Steelers wrong. But I'm tired of this slander with Lamar Jackson. He show you that he can do it both sides, throwing the ball and running the ball. He shows that he could go to the playoffs. He's doing this with little to no help. Little to none help. He have Mark Andrews. He have Baseman. He has no names of receivers, man. And he got Dobbins that's been banged up. Nobody really running the ball. And he has a decent line, and he has a decent defense. And he doing this, still making stuff happen. I know he's kind of say an injury prone guy like that, but then again, all these quarterbacks, we had the same conversation each year with these guys. All these quarterbacks getting paid. Why Lamar Jackson not getting paid? Is it because he don't have a true manager, a true agent? He's doing this house made on his own? I don't know. But they need to get this, Harbaugh need to get this. And the organization, Ozzie need to get this going, man, because if not, he gonna walk away. And they saying no teams. Here's some teams that need quarterbacks now. Carolina, Washington, man, Atlanta. It's gonna be real. There's some teams that need quarterbacks. I know they said they not offering to look at them, but come on, man. He's Lamar freaking Jackson. He's a good quarterback in this league. A top 10, top 15 quarterback in this league.
Man, you said a lot there. First off, I don't think that the NFL is doing the Lamar Jackson a disservice.
They just paid Daniel Jones.
No, Daniel Jones, he's earning his. Lamar Jackson, the last 2 seasons, he's only played 12 games. He hadn't finished a full season in two years. So you want me to get it?
Because about 12 games both seasons.
Both seasons.
No, he played 11 last season.
Okay, that's even worse. But
he's missed 10 games over the past 2 years.
Even with that, even with that being said, I think the Ravens are doing the right thing by standing their ground, because as soon as you pay the guy, then what he's gonna do for you. Because he already showing you before he get the fully guaranteed $230-something million that people want him to have, and he can't even finish a full season to even give the Ravens a chance to advance to the next round in the playoffs. You getting put out in the wild card. Let's be real. The Ravens not standing for that, because what the Ravens are built on, they're built on the standard is the standard, just like the Steelers. They're not there to go to the wild card and get put out. They're going there to try to win it all. That's what Ray Lewis and those guys instilled in the Ravens, and they still standing with that to this day. Let's be real. Lamar Jackson is not one of those guys.
You think your Steelers ain't standing on them principles with what Ben was doing his first couple of years?
Hey.
What Hines Ward and Troy Polamalu doing? I'm just saying. The same standard.
We talking about
and you ride with your boy Pickens.
We talking about a franchise that got multiple rings that know how to get the job done.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm talking about your
what I'm saying is the rate.
So you say your coach ain't in a decline right now?
No. He's a Hall of Fame coach. And you know that. We all know that. Let's be real.
On a decline. Barely. Making 500, but we talking about Ravens now.
Let's get back and talk about the real situation. Lamar Jackson. If I'm being honest, Lamar Jackson only had one good season, and that was his MVP year. Stats-wise, if we just being honest, stats-wise, he had 36 touchdowns, 9 picks. That was the MVP year. Other than that, it's been about the same. Literally, he hasn't progressed. He has not leveled up and showed somebody that he can throw a 5,000-yard passing season. I've never seen Lamar do that. He can't even get to 4. We talking about Lamar supposed to be top 5 QB in the league. He does it all.
He does with his wheels too.
Lamar want a contract like Deshaun Watson, but if we being honest, Deshaun Watson is better than Lamar Jackson. He's a way better passer. Way better passer. And if we being honest, Deshaun Watson, he's a smarter runner than Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson chooses to run first. That's why he always getting injured. Deshaun only runs when he has to. He uses his arm. I'm just calling how you see it.
No, you don't. You're not.
What? Are you serious? Deshaun Watson didn't just use his feet when he was on the Texans. He was using his arm. He might have had a losing season right before he stopped playing for that year, but he was still getting it done by the arm, not by the feet.
The O-line was trash.
And the O-line was trash. So when you say Lamar deserved that same contract as Deshaun, no, he don't. No, he don't.
I said close to it.
He don't even deserve close to it. If I'm being honest, he don't deserve nothing above $100 million.
What?
If I'm being honest, they shouldn't even give him a non-exclusive franchise tag. They should have just franchise tagged him and say earn it.
He been earning his whole career. What you mean? What you mean?
Come on.
I'm gonna say this though. Okay, I gotta make sure I remember what touch back on
Foolery.
But okay, I'm gonna lead towards Phil. I don't think that the NFL is doing a disservice. I know it's been talk of collusion.
He's not even getting treated. He's not getting treated bad. They see what he about.
Colluding and everything. I don't think that that's the case. I just think teams are smarter than what the media is letting on. Lacey, you seem like a lot of points that you brought out as what a lot of media guys are saying, and that honestly, I'm truly baffled by those comments, because I don't understand what are we talking about here. First off, let's touch base real quick on the Deshaun Watson contract. That contract right there also in itself is an albatross. That they should not have given Deshaun Watson a 200-something million guaranteed deal. Ozzie and all of those guys, all the owners said Ozzie came out and said, we're not doing that. He said we're not giving out no fully guaranteed contracts. The NFL, at this point, shouldn't be giving out fully guaranteed contracts. Mm-hmm. Now I know, players get your bread, try to get your bread. If you can't get it, go get it. Because if I'm a player, I'm gonna go try to go get mine. But I'm talking about it as if I'm on the owner standpoint. That's what I'm talking about. As an owner standpoint,
it's a business.
As an owner, I wouldn't want to give a player fully guaranteed, especially not in the NFL. Because the NFL, we know in football, every play can be your last. More conducive in that sport compared to others. Football, especially, one play can end it all. So I don't get where he's coming from, because, like Phil said, he basically pointed out his play style. No, he's not. We already know that he's not a quarterback that's gonna give you 5,000 yards pass, but that's because he probably more so give it to you combined on the back end of running and passing. But his play style is what really shakes away from giving out a fully guaranteed contract. Correct. Because, like Phil said, he's missed games the last 2 seasons. That's like you being a principal or whatnot, and a teacher comes to you after missing the last 2 months of school, asking you, I want you to break the market and pay me. Where they do that at?
Right.
Where do they do that at? If you know somewhere, let me know, please. But all I'm saying is, we gotta look at it through that. Yes, he's missed the last 5. He missed the last 5 games this year and that year. This year, let's hope it was for real. That was all 5 because he was injured. Because a lot of people talking about don't play. I would have played.
Why not play?
I would have played if he was hurt, but I believe that he was there all 5 of those games. Now it's saying it's reported that he's getting a new that apparently has a new price. They said what the person that's leaking it from Lamar Kemp is saying that there's never been a fully guaranteed. But in my opinion, I feel like what happened is somebody may have sat him down and said, look, they're not trying to give you that fully guaranteed. Clearly, that's why nobody's banging on our door. We got to drop the price a little, or we can't do fully guaranteed. And even when Lamar said something about 133 guaranteed for 3, that's a dumb deal. I wouldn't have gave him that. 3 years, fully guaranteed.
He wasn't getting that from me.
I'm telling you, this is no shot at Lamar Jackson. He's an electrifying quarterback that he does win. He does in the regular season.
He can win
in the regular season.
He can win games.
He can win games in the regular season.
Right.
I'm not. This is nothing. No shots. I'm like, he's an electrifying quarterback, because I feel like some people feel like I give a faults to athletic type quarterbacks. I'm just saying he wins games. But
I'm not going to even say that. I'm really, you know what? Never mind. fine.
No, his win percentage is in the top 10 of all time. Though. He has like a 78 win
Defense help out with that a
percentage.
lot.
But that's regular season. A regular season, because we all know post is one win. That's it. So we got one win. Lamar, the
Show
MVP.
his true colors
Now,
already to me.
like Phil say, his MVP was his best year. When we first very started, I gotta bring this up almost every time. When we was on the radio, I said I was never into the Lamar Jackson little project. I wasn't even banging on him to be MVP. I said, okay, after this year, I guarantee you, teams are gonna figure him out.
And you know,
and what happened? If you look at his numbers, really, his numbers have been on a decline, not the same.
You know,
his numbers have been on the decline.
It has been on the decline.
Look at his numbers.
Yeah, no,
his career numbers have been on the decline.
From MVP season on down.
It's been on the decline. I'm being for real here. His numbers are on the decline. But look, this is what we really. This is where also I talk about is representation. That is very important in all facets in anyone. Representation. I get you got your mother help you represent and everything like that, but I think that he's doing bad business. This little interview of himself, I don't like that. The source that brought it out and the people that's talking and giving out the information to the team now is a non-NFLPA certified person that's talking. That's turning these owners off. It's looking at it as bad business. I get it on betting on yourself and empowering the people around your camp. But I think right now he has the wrong representation. Mm-hmm. You gotta have a better sight on who's good at what and what you can find on a person that can help represent you. Because I do think that he's taking some of these shots to the heart because he's hearing this stuff first thing first. Like it's hitting him right on the first side of defense. Your agent is the guy that's supposed to be the leeway between you and the owner. What they say, the agent can kind of communicate in a better way for you to kind of understand without taking it so personal. Because at the end of the day, this like Phil said, this is business. This is nothing personal. Mm-hmm. This is business. It's about you wanting some money out of my pocket, and blood or not, friend. It's gotta be. I gotta have. You
gotta have a separation.
Yeah, you gotta separate the two.
Most definitely.
You can't. Once you get those mixed in, you in trouble.
Right.
For real. Once you get those mixed in, you in trouble. But
right.
We gotta be real with ourselves though. Lamar Jackson is an athletic quarterback, and let's be real. Most of his success is predicated on his legs. I don't understand where we don't get this mixed up. Yes, he seems to be a decent thrower of the football.
The offense is based on they all.
We know how teams scheme against the Ravens.
They run the ball.
They scheme to stop Lamar from running the football. It's not the team. I'm pretty sure teams would live with Lamar Jackson throwing the football 25 plus times a game and only running the ball 4 or 5 times a game. They live with that
every time.
You live with that. You live with that all day.
All day.
So I just don't see. His game is predicated on athleticism. So why would you fully guarantee a guy where his game is susceptible to injury more than the next guy? I don't understand that. I get you giving him a regular deal like as the regular market price and getting moving forward, but I think he got the wrong people in his ear. See, and even in the last topic, you look at it when it comes to representation. Both of those mix. If you got the wrong people around you, it's gonna mix up. And somehow he got in his head that he needs to get north of Deshaun Watson for $200-something million. And if that isn't true, it's not true. But if that's true, he has the wrong people in his ear telling him to go for $250+ million, fully guaranteed. And he could get injured every season. I'm telling you, if somebody finds a contract like that, I guarantee you the next in the 2 or 3 years of that contract, they're gonna be looking at that like, man, that is a terrible contract.
Yeah.
I'm
they're gonna be like, why do we do it?
Only if he get hurt.
And we gotta stop saying let's always give him the bag. Like I'm cool with players going to get the bag. We gotta stop always saying that because like guys like Dak Prescott. That's the reason why. This is the reason why. You give those guys no money, then 3-4 years later, you look onto it. You like
1 year later.
Contracts are not what you have done. It's what you have what they project you to do. That's where the price comes from. What they project you to do from the history that you have shown. That's where the contract comes from. Not from what you have not hey, this is a reward for what you did.
Yeah.
This is what I think you're gonna keep doing. I'm not paying you for free. I'm not paying you to sit down, and I'm not paying you to decline on your productivity. I'm paying you because I think you are going to continue this productivity or you're going to increase it. Right. That's the whole purpose of the contract.
Right. Man.
That's the only reason I don't now. No, I'm not giving Lamar Jackson a fully guaranteed contract, and I wouldn't break the market on Lamar Jackson.
Most definitely. 100% agree.
I mean, show me where it said that he's going to give me a Super Bowl.
Can he beat Cincinnati? Let's be real.
He can split with them.
Split. I'm not breaking the market for guys.
Can he beat Cincinnati in the playoffs? Let's be real.
It's a divisional game. You never know. It can go up or down.
Who do you feel like is more susceptible to injury, Pat Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
Well, Pat Mahomes showing injury a lot now too.
He still played through it though, and he played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and won.
Yeah, 2 goods.
What your boy Lamar do?
He didn't play.
And that's another guy that got paid. That's injury prone.
He didn't play.
Dak Prescott. He's gonna miss 3 to 4 games a year.
Every year. And it seems like the beginning of the season though. You know what I'm saying? So you can come back late.
But it's little errant injuries though.
Yeah, it's really excuse injuries. That's
what it is. Because he had a thumb injury. Come on, bro.
After the break, man, we talking NCAA tournament with March Madness.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippilink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
Welcome back, everybody. Talking college hoops. It's March Madness, and the tournament is now down to the Sweet 16. Guys, it's into it now. The tournament. It's time to see now who the men and who the boys are. Some have already been exposed early. We knew, some we knew. I don't know, some may have been surprised. But I mean, now with us down to the last 16 teams, who do you have winning the NCAA tournament?
First off, man, I just want to go and put this out there. My team, Duke, I had them winning it all this year, man. They lost.
When did they lose?
We lost last round. It was a shocker.
Y'all did a lot, though.
To me, it was an upset. I didn't expect Tennessee to just roll.
It was an upset.
I think so. I believe so because if we're just being honest here, who had the better team? Just looking at
Tennessee.
No, stop it.
Tennessee.
They had one guy. Tennessee had one guy that he woke up that morning and said, "I got to get mine," and we happened to be the team to play against, and we had a bad day.
When are y'all gonna ever learn?
It's okay. Last year we made it to the Final Four.
And what did y'all do in that? What did do last year?
We lost, but that doesn't matter. We made it to the Final.
That was Coach K's last game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And y'all lost to who?
UNC.
Man. Wow. And then on that last regular season game, Coach K, didn't they lose to UNC too?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. We got a lot of things been happening lately with Duke. We still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
System ain't gonna get it no more.
I was just about to say that as well. I don't think a lot of guys.
You see,
we haven't had anybody declare for the draft yet. I think everybody's staying another year.
I hope so. They need some work.
Lately, I feel like the teams that win it, they've been having guys that stay that extra 2 or 3 years.
That's the way you win a tournament. And the one and done system, I think it's been the data really shows over the past 5 or so years. Mm-hmm. The one and done system is not gonna get it.
Yeah, it ain't gonna cut it. Players too good. But with that being said, the team that I have winning it all now, and I hate for you to have to say that. That's why I'm wearing my boys today. But I believe that Alabama can win it all.
I agree with you.
I like Alabama, and I really hate saying that, but they got this kid, man, named Brandon Miller.
Yeah,
but that's not the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They got a 3-year starter, Javon Quilly. He's a red shirt junior. Javon Quilly is the guy that leads the team. He's a guy that when he got the ball in his hand on the floor, he's making everything go around. He's just getting into the open man because they got Brandon Miller, Noah Clowney, and they got Mark Sears, who are all averaging over 10 points a game. So you got those 3 guys doing that. Plus you got Javon Quilly, who can give you a 15-8 game. I think Alabama can cruise through this until the Final Four. That's when it's gonna get sticky.
If Alabama win, they got to play Houston. Yeah, if Alabama win, they got to play Houston. And look,
but they beat Houston before though.
It's gonna get sticky.
It's gonna be a rematch for real.
It's gonna get sticky.
I like Alabama, which I agree with. I like Alabama too, but my sleeper pick is that matchup between UCLA and Gonzaga. They're gonna go to the dance.
I don't think Gonzaga doing it.
I don't think either one of those.
They play head to head, but I think whoever go after that pick, because I have Arkansas probably gonna upset UConn, and
you bet on it right now though.
Hey, I have Arkansas beating UConn.
How you convinced? Come on, man.
I'm good, man. I'm just saying, but. Hey, FAU going to upset Tennessee.
You bet on that too.
Hey,
call them out.
You
bet on both of those, okay?
What you think, Fizz?
Hey, I like UConn over. Who you say UConn over?
Arkansas.
I like UConn over Arkansas. They got UConn winning, but I don't have UConn winning.
I have Alabama for sure winning it all. For sure.
That's what we talking about.
But I'm talking about
rounds. I'm talking
about rounds. I ain't talking about winning it all.
No, who do you have? The question was, who do you have winning it all? Whoa, what?
I'm just going off head-to-head games right now. I got Alabama winning it all.
Okay,
it's Alabama and Houston winning it all.
Okay, cool. That's what we were asking. We're not asking about who you got winning this and that. Who you got to win it all?
I was talking about games though. I was just talking about games.
I got UConn.
We can go to the casino right now. I'm winning.
I like UConn winning it all. Yes, I am a fan of the Huskies. The last time the Huskies won a tournament, y'all know what they did the last time they won?
They won. Kimball Walker.
No, Kimball wasn't the last time they won a tournament.
You ain't been watching.
Yeah,
Who won a tournament from Kimball? I'm talking about the dads, the big boy.
After Kimball.
Yeah.
I remember.
Who
I forgot who was on that team, but I remember.
Shabazz Napier and them boys.
Yeah, sure was.
Last time we was in the tournament, we won. And the year before that,
Shabazz out the league.
The last 2 times, hey, it's a lot of. I'm saying it's a lot of college guys that done won a tournament and they didn't conducive to the league or got kicked out. Come on, that don't mean nothing. If you could be a great college player and not a good NBA player,
college is the last stop for most guys.
Yeah, like hey, even #1 picks might not translate out to like that. We don't know. It don't matter what you look like in college. We are not sure what you're gonna look like in the NBA. But as far as this, I like UConn doing it all. UConn does have the 3rd best odds. It is under Alabama, and I think Houston is 2nd. But I like UConn to win it all. But my sleeper team, and really my second pick is UCLA. I think UCLA is going to do it. I think a lot of people are understanding.
UCLA is going to make it to the Final Four.
I think a lot of people are understanding, but the only way UCLA makes the Final Four is they have to beat UConn. And so whoever going to represent that corner spot for the Final Four is going to be between UConn and UCLA. I think either of those teams those are the only 2 teams that are going to come out of those 4 teams when it comes to Arkansas, UConn, UCLA, and Gonzaga. I think those are the only 2 teams that are going to win out and into the final.
Come on, Mississippi schools, do better, man.
I think all in all, I feel like whoever wins,
what a ballers at.
Whoever wins out in that corner section, I think they win it all. I think a lot of people sleep on what Amari has got going on.
Amari Bailey, he doing his thing.
I think they sleep on.
He averaging like 15 in the tournament.
I think they kind of sleeping on who he really on what he been. Who he's been
contributing lately though.
Huh?
What?
He's been like a contributor.
Right. Okay. So anyway. I don't think people are understanding it. Maybe I feel like some might be hating because the high publicity he got when he was younger, but he was like that when he was younger, and he's like that now. I think between those two teams, I think those are two teams that are being slept on by some. I think Alabama. I think they can be had. I think Alabama can be had.
By who?
A couple of teams.
I mean, you catch a team on the right. They can lose.
I don't think this year in the tournament there are no juggernauts in this tournament. Let's be real. There's no team that's just, I feel like they are head and shoulders above the rest. I don't think any. You could say some teams may be deeper, but I don't think that any team is head and shoulders above the rest. I think this is a real nitty gritty type tournament. And if you look at the numbers, it's a defensive type tournament. It's not an offensive type tournament. It's really on who sit down the most, because all the field goal percentages are low. They're in like 30 percentiles. Guys are sitting down, sitting in that chair and playing defense. So it's really on who gonna want it more, who gonna get gritty the most when it comes to that tournament.
You right.
And so and the way UConn has won their last couple championships, that's the way we like it. That's the exact way we like it. We like it when it's mucked up and you just gotta go get it. That's exactly the way we like it.
Yeah.
So I'm picking UConn to win it all, and I'm staying 10 toes down it. But if UConn does lose, I feel like, but the only way I feel like they lose is because UCLA. So it's between UConn or UCLA, straight up.
Man,
I'm just ready for next year. I'm ready to see what Memphis gonna have.
Memphis got put out what first?
They lost to FAU second
I'm gonna tell you
round.
right now, Memphis gonna still stay the same. Just being honest. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of people like Mikey. I mean, it looked good in high school, but let's see if it translates when you got guys that's on the same level. That's taller than you.
I mean, and he got to be able to fit into the system. He got to be able to fit into the system.
This ain't high school where you just
a lot of guys that had all that TV time, their camera time when they're younger, they don't really, and it's just no shot or no not. Cause I still think he a hooper, but ask him money.
Actually, LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball
didn't work.
LaMelo Ball decent.
Yeah, and I think LaMelo Ball is overrated because if you really look at it, he's injury prone. He's won one All-Star game, but
he went to the playoffs
one year. And how much? How much does he conduce to win it?
And they picked him number one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much does he conduce to winning? He's a small guard that's injury prone. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the tournament, though, I what they're rocking with the Huskies.
Well, yeah, you
roll tide, man.
You'll never hear me say that. You never hear me say that.
So, I'm trying to see though, but real quick though, I think now we are transitioning now. Like they're trying, but it's getting scary. The SEC's running the sports gauntlet.
Yeah, and also
it's running.
They've been running baseball now.
They've been running track too.
LSU.
Who? I know you ain't talking about baseball. The Mississippi school's running baseball.
Baseball. LSU running in baseball.
Ole Miss won it last year. The big boy and Mississippi State won it the year
2 years before that, who won it?
What, Vanderbilt?
I said 2 years before Mississippi State.
Come on with that, man.
Wait, in the last like 6 years,
y'all won like 14, 15.
Okay, then we won.
Vanderbilt won back to back. Then Mississippi State.
We doing it
Ole Miss. Come on.
Men's basketball, men's football.
You ain't winning softball.
What you mean, not softball?
That's been Alabama, Oklahoma.
In softball. But to shed some light on the girls, shout out to the LSU girls basketball team. Yeah. We rolling through right now, baby. Rolling through. Shout out to Angela Reese. Keep it up, man.
Shout out Ole Miss. Shout out Ole Miss. They defeated Stanford.
I'm gonna let Ole Miss know right now. You on borrowed time. You come out there and have to go see the Tigers, LSU. Angela Reese coming somewhere.
We know her y'all kryptonite. South Carolina Gamecocks.
And you know I want
South Carolina Gamecocks.
That's the only team I want to see. Yeah. We've only lost 2 games. One in South Carolina, and we lost to Tennessee in the SEC tournament. We owe them both.
But I think Iowa gonna be. A little scary.
Okay, tell Iowa to come on down there. They got a shooter, but they got to have a rebound.
Y'all think you can handle UConn?
UConn? I'm gonna be honest. The UConn that they got now, we same level. LSU and UConn same level. Talk to me nice.
It's gonna be an interesting tournament.
South Carolina and UConn same level right now.
Kidding me? No.
Are you serious?
No.
No, you mean
South Carolina is the new UConn. I said that last time.
They're not the new UConn.
Stop saying that, Lacey. What do you
disrespect?
What do you mean by the new UConn?
They getting the balls they want. They get the type talent, and they're
they're not getting the balls they want. They're not getting the balls they want.
We explained this last time. UConn is you lose over 2-3 games over 5 years, and you win multiple championships back to back to back.
No, not even that. UConn went on like a 10-year spree. They didn't lose a game.
Exactly.
And they won a championship every year.
Yeah, okay.
You can't
South
say
Carolina not not doing that.
You can't say that yet. You can't say that. You can't.
They just won last year. The year before that.
They didn't win the year before that.
Yeah, they lost to Stanford.
You can't put that out there. You can't say that in the UConn. That's disrespectful.
They just got a good team that play hard, and you like that grit and grind. You can't. I'm gonna show you grit and grind. Let LSU see them again.
Coach Mookie ain't doing it. Coach Mookie is not doing it. Come on now, you gotta get on Coach Mookie. This not Baylor. She don't have grinder no more.
No, she got grit and grind. Angela Reese, all she need, and we got 2 more years.
She got girls that want to rap the Boosie music.
And guess what? And she cold on the court. Won Gatorade Player of the Year too. Stop playing. Okay. And she a freshman.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can say okay all you want. We got her for 2 more years too. South Carolina in trouble.
After the break, man, you know HBCU swag. We'll see you after the break.
Yeah, Ole Miss done after this.
Advertise on WeBelieve.Global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit WeBelieve.Global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
SGECOVIDsolutions.com is paving the way forward for a safer city government, delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols developed internationally by top virologists and scientists using an all-natural cleaning solution, killing COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. For more information, please call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. Let SGECOVIDsolutions.com provide innovative rapid facilities testing and world-class state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs. Call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com.
Hi, I'm Q Talicia Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com.
Welcome back, everybody. HBCU swag. Let's get it. The swag has once again been dropped first round early in the NCAA tournament with another early exit in the swag in the tournament. I want to ask you guys, do you ever think in the future, near future, far future, that the swag will even be competitive in the tournament?
If we always get a 16 seed bid, no, it's ineligible. I'm sorry. They giving Howard.
Yeah, Howard 16.
It's capable. It's capable of being a Butler or a Creighton, but they still treat swag basketball as subpar. It ain't NAIA. Let's just keep it real.
Right.
Like we don't belong. So we show a little bit of burst of beating a couple teams throughout the swag, beating some. They beating subpar Division I teams. Some guys are beating okay teams, but Pac-12 teams. The only balls in the Pac-12 is Oregon, USC, and UCLA, and maybe Arizona. So outside of that, no. But we gotta get the talent, man. And I think we done missed the window a little bit.
Yeah,
we done missed the window. The window was last year. In the year before, when the Deon era.
That's exactly what I was going to hit. I was going to hit that right there.
The window was the Deon era, and now once that window gone, he's going to blue skies and cold winds.
Spring ain't going to be ESPN.
Right. Swag is on the downhill. We gonna have to get some guys that some JUCO guys or some guys that been kicked off the team, some ballers to turn swag basketball to the promising of the 70s and 80s. Because Alcorn went to the Final Four. Little do you know, they lost to a Bob Knight team. He said, man, that's one of the best teams I ever played, even though they won. I don't see that no more in swag. Don't see it. And with the girls went. Jester, you surprised me, Jester.
Man,
I'm keeping it real. Tamika, you surprised me, and with that loss, Tamika, I'm sorry. I don't even like to criticize you, Tamika. That loss did something to your career a little bit.
Yes.
You didn't drop from going to a good subpar D1 school to maybe a good D1 school to probably a couple notches down a little bit.
No, you're right.
You got to go back undefeated now.
If we being honest, how
win no Colson too?
I didn't want to say it, but she should have
left last year.
She should have left. Should have took it. Should have just went ahead and left.
You lost 2 in the SWAC to a Southern team that surprised everybody. You shouldn't even been in the game with Southern, and you lost a pair of you. Come on, Tamika should have left last year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even like to criticize you, Tamika, because you one hell of a coach. But your window gone. That bag gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That bag. I'm sorry.
For real.
That bag is almost on the verge of being gone. You have to beat 2 teams next year, big time teams next year, and go to the dance and make some noise for you to get that recognition.
That's the bar. For real.
So that's all I have to say on that.
Man, I hate to say it, but I gotta agree with Lacey on this one. The one thing I'll say though, as far as HBCUs, period, it's not what you're capable of, it's what you're willing to do. And if HBCUs want to get on the same level as the ACC, you know what I'm saying, these big time schools, and make it to the tournament where y'all are on the same competition level, you got to be willing to put in the work to get to that point. And right now, we nowhere near that. And we're literally taking baby steps with this. And the process is only
they have been getting handouts. They have been getting handouts.
Handouts ain't gonna cut it. You gotta go out there and get yours. And I just don't see that from any of our HBCUs, especially in the SWAC.
Right.
With the boys, I don't see Jackson State, Grambling, or Alcorn, even Texas Southern competing with a team like Duke, North Carolina, UConn. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta start small.
I don't see that happening. Only thing I can see happening is a miracle, where the 16 seed beats the number 1 seed.
Cinderella story.
And like you said earlier, they're on borrowed time. So that's as far as the boys go. With the girls, Tamika Reed was our only chance.
Yeah.
Especially when Deon was there, that was our only chance to really break down that door where it was the easiest to do.
Yeah, she might not get too many big.
Now the window has closed.
She might go to now, Southern Miss.
Now that window has closed to the point where it's only gonna get harder. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna keep on getting them type girls.
That's what I just said.
I think they still can get some recruits. Maybe not the best, but they gonna get some.
I don't think the pool gonna be as deep as.
But the one thing I did just recently hear, one of the point guards from Jackson State, they ended the transfer portal.
Do you blame them?
Nah, because everybody on Jackson State girls basketball team expected them to win the tournament. But if you look back at that game, on the last shot, they let that girl run all the way down, get the open 3.
But I mean, they had been showing the signs that they had cracks all season. So at the end of the day, we really gave them the benefit of the doubt from what they did last year.
Yeah. They weren't dominant.
That's just basically what we gave them. We gave them the benefit of the doubt on what they did last year.
I'm gonna keep it real. They ain't had the girls didn't have a dominant center like they did with the last one, and they didn't have a baller like Mo 3. I'm gonna keep it real. They didn't have a baller on their team. They can get the points.
Mo 3.
Jackson State had a couple girls last year.
Mo 3 could hoop. But we have to stop calling her Mo 3. But right, because that's not her name. That's not her name. But okay, she could hoop. But I'm not. It's just nothing personal. It's nothing personal. But I don't think that she would be conducive to them winning.
She was a baller,
but she was an undersized power forward. Let's just be real. She was an undersized power forward. That's not gonna cut it in the tournament. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Then the center they had last year, and let's be real,
it should have been LSU. They let that game slip. I'm sorry, Phil.
Go ahead,
you saw the game like I did.
Anyway,
I saw the game.
I'm gonna have to agree with both of you guys. I just don't see it being competitive. I think as far as it goes down to with the SWAC, that illusion alert left when Deon left, and that was one of the points that I was trying to come across when we were talking about his departure. I believe that he kind of brought a light towards that university to where more big name athletes were starting to look towards gearing up into going there.
Yeah,
but as the screen, as the smoke screen starts to leave, we're gonna see more and more. I think Jackson State football team will probably be still competitive this year, but we're going to see as time goes by how long this is going to continue to last. The magic is going to start.
If they on that winning train like they were last year.
TC been quiet now.
That magic is going to start to leave, and I just don't see. Well, I don't see anybody right now. I don't see nobody winning no bowl games right now. I got to see someone.
I need to see a couple games, but
still got to be somebody. Still got have Granley win the Celebration Bowl,
right? And anyway, as it comes to basketball, I just don't see. I don't think.
And Lord knows baseball.
Any Hoopers look at the swag as a school where they need to go. Nobody feel like they need to go there and make a change. So I don't see that happening. They're not broadcast like that now again, and it looks kind of like the little HBCU cool movement altogether is fading. Let's just be being honest.
And that's the sad part. I
think that little fade, but I've been called what I saw. Saw that was just a fad. I think that HBCU cool stuff is starting to leave. I think it's heading out the door.
Like it ain't never happened.
Yeah, I think it's heading out the door, and I just don't think that it's the proper marketing for these schools. But once again, I gotta always call out the higher up when it comes to them admins, those ADs, those people. They gotta do a better job, and the presidents and all that. I just feel like if you don't. I just feel like when it comes to this time period, that athletics is connected and conducive to successful universities. Mm-hmm. That's the draw. It's not I'm not trying to diminish, because at the end of the day, though, you go to college for an education. That's the reason why you go to college, is for higher learning. But the draw into it, unless you're an Ivy League school, academics is not going to get these students there. It's not going to do it. It's athletics, those big name schools. Mm-hmm. When you think of the Bamas and the LSUs and all that, you know that they're the best of the cream of the crop when it comes to all these things. Students want to witness their team in their tenure of college, their team winning championships.
They want to witness crazy moments in football.
Being in those big games and seeing crazy moments and having that chance to be on TV and watch live games off of that student tickets, those student IDs. That's what they want to do. They don't want to go to no school where they getting thrashed and getting waxed all day, every day. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, most students, not all, but most students in those type of universities, and I'm not even gonna name universities. I feel like that's conducive to.
You know.
But I guarantee you, they're going to say that university was not their first choice. I'm just going to keep it all the way in stack. I'm gonna guarantee that they in their mind, that university was not their first choice. It just came about. Now later in life, God has all plans for everyone. So maybe that was the best place for them. But I guarantee you, as far as wanting and drawing, that was not their first choice. We've got to show a connectivity to the athletics, and that's not even just with universities, but even with other, with school districts and everything. If you do not put in that, I'm telling you, if you put it in with the athletics, that is what's going to make you a successful entity and be successful when it comes to your university and draw and all that. Because if we being real, we know when Jackson State's population skyrocketed, it was when what? Deon came and they were winning games. Mm-hmm. When Alcorn had back-to-back record margins of freshman attendees, that was when what? They were winning the SWAC championship back-to-back. That's no coincidence. That's not a coincidence. Those are connected to each other. So I just think until higher ups and we find a way to start getting the proper funding to even the universities, but most importantly to the athletics, it's going to be like that. It's just going to be once again the afterthought and the punching bag, or we just there just to be there just because we're part of NCAA, and that's just what it's going to be. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, that's just the cold hard facts.
Hey. They have.
I see no lies with what you just said, man.
NIT appearance better and the NCAA appearance better to actually win the game.
Yeah, and that right. You're right though. A lot of people are happy just to be there.
Just happy to be there.
That's what it is.
Guys like that, man. Come on, man. Come on.
They happy with the free shoes and seeing the celebrities. We're not winning.
Ain't did no work, but got the A on the test.
You don't like those guys.
Only practicing.
That's what it is.
And they ain't doing no work. They putting no work in. I don't know what they putting in practice. That's it. No extra hours.
Ain't show up to no practice, but he at the game on Fridays.
We done seen it. We done seen it all.
Well, I tell you what.
All in the parties with the sunglasses on.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I don't know where he going with that, but we should be back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday we should be back. We had a little spring break, but we should be back next Tuesday. Thank y'all for joining in. We'll see you guys next week. We are out of here.